now you can see it, sir. How are you?
Hey, good.
Yeah.
Do you have a moment?
Yeah, I do.
Is there a reason why I haven't been able to get a hold of you?
Well, one, you haven't personally reached out to me.
I have.
Well, if you have, then I haven't.
It was a while ago. Do you want me to reach out again?
Yeah, you can. In fact, I'll give you my business card.
I'd appreciate it.
So this is all news to me, other than in these settings.
Okay.
So typically,
They came after me before having a burner on me and a knife, and I was down doing a food review over here at your billboards place establishment, and people called the cops on me, swatted me. The security knew what I had on me, said it was no problem for me to have it in there. I was then arrested.
What did you have on you?
A burner. It's a less lethal protection device. I go around here and I do food reviews, and sometimes people try to rob me and rob other people. So I have stuff for my own personal protection. That was taken from me. It was held. I was never charged for that. It was held for over a year. I went through proceedings in court. After I won my case, I came and filmed in your department. Lieutenant Brimway was the one who came and talked to me, said the detectives need to look into it. And I said, I have a court order. I'd like to get my property back. I went and got my property back. I wasn't very happy. I'll admit that. But I went and got my property back. I left. Right after that, 2 weeks later, in the mail was sent to me disorderly conduct charge. In the mail. I never got a paper citation. It was signed off on by a judge. Okay, I don't see how that can happen, though, and I was never even told what was going on.
So you're kind of sharing a lot of stuff that I'm not that conversant with. So let's schedule something and to have a chat.
Sure.
But understand that this is the first time that we have spoken. There's been 3 sittings where you've said...
I've left you messages on your phone, sir.
Well...
One time I cursed, then I called back and said, I apologize for cursing. I'd like to speak with you. My name is Mr. Watson. I've left you messages.
So it wasn't on my phone. It probably was on my assistant's phone.
Okay.
So that probably got filtered, because I can tell you right now that folks that email me and folks that phone me, and that's my phone number there, is that I respond to everyone, good, bad, or indifferent. And you can reach out to community members, and we don't have to agree, but if you want a setting where we're going to sit down and chat, the only thing that I would ask is that I'm not going to bring a body-worn camera, and I just want to have a conversation with
I will be recording all of my conversations just because of what's happened in the past.
Yeah, well,
I mean, no one's being transparent with me. What is the definition of disorderly, sir? Because I'm being charged with disorderly conduct from someone else taking a screenshot of Lieutenant Brimway from my video when I went to get my property back.
So
that person was a George Deashy. They've never found that person, supposedly. Right. He used Facebook. I don't use Facebook. The guy said he's going to redress his grievances at Lieutenant Brimway's house. Did Lieutenant Brimway's full name, his wife's full name, his address, said redress your grievances at his house. I still don't, I don't think you should dox people like that. I don't do that. Right. But that's still someone's right to say redress your grievances against government. I don't think they should do it at someone's house. But when no one's listening and people are doing malicious prosecution like they are to me now, when I had nothing to do with that, sir. So I mean, isn't that concerning?
Yeah.
Then a search warrant was done for me at court. Detective Voorhees served it on me with 4 other officers, 2 of them plainclothes, that sat with me in court, said they tailed me in that morning to court, said that in the search warrant they knew I'd show up for court, so they're going to serve me a search warrant at court. Then I have the city attorney telling me, oh, just go deal with it at court, when I'm already being basically made to be a guilty person.
So
pretty disconcerting.
I'm at a disadvantage here because I am not familiar with your case.
That's what happened.
I'm not familiar with.
Then they found a baton in my car for when I do security work, and now use it as a prop when I do movie roles for security and police. They took that and charged me with a felony for that. The DA dropped it. The city attorney charged me. When I was in court for the disorderly conduct charge, and they sent me the warrant in the mail for my arrest, and I didn't show up. I never even got any way to know that was happening. Then I show up to court to have that dismissed. The public defender, Ms. Gopin, said, one of the lead public defenders said, they're harassing you. This is harassment. She told me that. And I felt like it was too. She went with me to see my car searched. While my car was being searched, Voorhees yelled at me. I said, can I film what's going on with my phone? No, you can't have your property back. No, and they took my keys, took my phones in court, said I couldn't film what was going on, left my vehicle wide open with hunting, black powder rifles in there, other weapons in my vehicle, a machete for chopping wood, an axe for chopping wood, things like that. My car left wide open. They said they were going to get my communication devices. My laptop was left in there, and my iPad was left sitting right on my front seat with the door wide open. Luckily, I got out of court or jail in less than 24 hours, or my van would have been ransacked. I don't know what's missing out of my van still.
So the purpose of this conversation is to schedule a meeting, correct?
Yeah, I'd like to find out how people can do that.
Okay.
and say that I did. And how did I commit disorderly conduct if someone took a snap of one of my videos? Someone else took a snap of Brimway and put stuff up on YouTube. I didn't do that. Then I was charged for that. That was the reason for the search warrant. That's malicious prosecution. That's unfounded. What's the reason for that? Like, I back up good police, and you can look at my Live from Hell, JP Hellacious is the site I put videos on.
Right.
And you can look on there. My mission statement is to highlight good officers. That's I know there's good police officers, but I do.
Of course there is.
Yeah,
Of course there
but a lot of people think that I'm just coming to bash police. People say that to me online. But when I come here to the police station, I'll wear something to cover my face. They'll instantly go, "Oh, hi, Mr. Watson." And they'll violate my Fourth Amendment. When I call on the phone, they'll violate my Fourth Amendment through my phone number and go, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Hey, I want to file an anonymous complaint. I was tailed by police. They ran through a red light right after court here when I'm not supposed to get in trouble for the first charges. Then they're tailing me around the city. When I got out of court the last time, there was a police officer waiting by my vehicle over by the Burbank Hotel. I drove 5 miles away. When I got to my destination, a Burbank police officer drove by my vehicle. Little disconcerting."
Understood. Let's schedule a meeting.
What's a good time for you?
So typically I leave Friday afternoons available.
Okay.
So if I'm in town, I have a couple conferences I'm going to. So let's start with an email, because I know that I'll get the email, and then I will respond to your email.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
So shoot for a Friday coming up here.
Not this Friday, perhaps the next Friday or the after Friday. I know, because typically I leave late Friday afternoons open for last minute meetings.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time.
You got it.
Thank you
And
for
do
talking.
we have to have that?
I'm going to record every conversation I have, sir, because look what I just explained to you. How would you feel if people were making stuff up about your person and defaming you? That's pretty scary. And now they prosecuted me, told me no matter what, you're going to get a charge for the baton.
Yeah.
So I had to plead to something, but no probation, no this, no that. When I'm in court, they're trying to give me, when I had the bond reinstated for the disorderly conduct, I went to court and had the bond reinstated, showed up to court, have it reinstated, didn't even know what was going on, showed up the next day that I could, like 4 days later, had it reinstated. When I was in court, there was a gentleman who's being released on hit and run charges, probation, and had 2 misdemeanor warrants, and had just a brand new strong arm robbery charge. They let him walk. They wanted to put me in jail and have me bail out on $10,000 for $1,000. Okay. The city attorney maliciously prosecuting me, sir.
Yeah. So when we meet, let's stay on script. Let's focus. If you can have the bullet points.
An itemized list? Sure.
Yeah, and that way we can review it.
I know I'm all over the place because it's driving me crazy.
No, I understand. So
it's ruined my life in so many ways financially. Last time was $20,000 to get out. That's $2,000.
So if we can stay focused on what your concerns are, allow me time to vet it out. We may agree, we may disagree, but at least I give you the opportunity.
I can show you the video where I talked to Lieutenant Brimway, and he goes, "Oh, you don't like police?" I go, "No, I like police. I like. There's a lot of officers I consider an A+."
Yeah.
And I go, "You seem like a good officer. I have no problem with you." Then 2 weeks later, I'm being sent stuff in the mail that I'm threatening the guy. Like, what are you talking about? That's crazy.
So we've agreed to
Friday
afternoon, a Friday afternoon.
Yes, sir.
That we'll have some bullet points in to discuss.
I appreciate you being cordial and civil, sir. I appreciate your time.
I've been around a long time.
I can tell, and I appreciate it. And I wasn't trying to call you out and make you look bad, but I don't understand what's going on here. I'm just trying to draw attention to what's going on with me, because I find it concerning. It could happen to other people. It's happening to me.
Understood.
Okay.
We'll try to figure it out.
Thank you, Chief. Have a great day.